There's currently over 300 active short-term rentals in the city of Kamloops right now, and that number could rapidly shrink with the new government policy that has just been announced. This legislation is fueled by the BC government belief that properties that are rented in platforms like Airbnb and VRBO are contributing to the housing crisis. So let's take a quick look at what's been announced by the province of BC and what that could mean for you. Before we get started, I'm Scott McDowell. I'm an award-winning realtor here at Royal LePage with over 16 years experience helping both buyers and sellers in Kamloops find their dream home and achieve their financial goals. The one thing I do ask is if you do find this information helpful, please help us out and hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. Also, if you're looking to make a move in Kamloops and you want some expert advice, reach out in the contact information below or click the calendar link in the comments to book an appointment with me at a time that works best for you. So one important thing to note that BC's new Short-Term Accommodations Act defines a short-term rental as a rental anything less than 90 days, not 30 days like most stratas determine a short-term use. While there is a ban on short-term rentals, they will be allowed in principal residences with some exemptions, such as communities smaller than 10,000 people and resort areas like Sun Peaks. Also in the legislation, they're going to increase fines from $1,000 up to $3,000 per day, up to a maximum fine of $50,000. So where's all this coming from? In a recent study by the University of McGill says that for every 100 short-term rental units in a market, it pushes rental prices up by $49 per month. So theoretically, in the city Kamloops, if it eliminates over half the 300 short-term rental units that obviously aren't in principal residences, that should lower the market rent by anywhere between $50 and $75. That being said, the bottom line is that the province of BC is sending a clear signal that they want to drastically reduce, if not eliminate, short-term rentals in BC. I don't know if this will have any impact on the housing prices or rental supply, but I do think it'll drastically hurt tourism in some areas. I do think Kamloops does have a demand for larger short-term rentals for families or visitors in town for tournaments, as we are the tournament capital of Canada. Do I think that there's going to be a dramatic difference on the housing market and rental market in Kamloops? No, I don't think that's going to make a huge difference locally here at all. I think that we might see 20, 30, 40 new housing listings come up in the springtime when this legislation comes into place for units that were previously Airbnb. Nothing substantial or nothing that's going to make a huge difference locally. While this is a plan to help open up housing across the province, I do think this will end up becoming a political play that will have some results but not a huge major impact on housing. The true issues with housing in Kamloops, BC, and Canada are still the current high interest rates, which actually are impacting the housing starts. The cost of building is just astronomically high, and also immigration with over 1 million people coming to Canada annually. Unfortunately, housing supply can't keep up with the demand at this time. The people locally who are going to win are obviously some people who are looking for some rental housing, as I do think that's going to increase a small portion of new rentals into the market, but also homeowners who actually have current Airbnb homes in their primary residence. I feel like this may have a potential adverse effect on the rental market, as many more people may end up using their primary residence suite as Airbnb compared to just using it as a monthly rental due to the lack of competition in the marketplace. So if you are wondering what this means for you as a homeowner or as an Airbnb owner, please reach out. My contact information is in the comments. I'd love to hear what you guys think. What do you think of these new rules? Please leave a comment below. Thanks.